Putting in the work in my career has its rewards, like endorsements. And unlocking your Gatorade My Player endorsement gets you a real-life perk. A 20% discount.
Great day for Chain Company as they have not.
Big game tonight.
We're the land of the...
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the DA. Well, we winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And this is what it's all come to, the end of the season power rankings. You look at Portland. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've experimented with a lot of options this season, but at some point, you are what you are. And that's a pretty good basketball team moving forward.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. And for Los Angeles, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Clutch in at the points.
And this team is playoff bound in large part due to the impact that Shea has had for them. Gave them that extra oomph they needed to compete in this conference.
Well, Greg, don't you wonder what their season would have looked like if Shea wasn't added to the roster? I don't think there were a lot to make the playoffs at all without him. Mark, I'm so familiar with when you played and you were dominant in the post, and that's the same for a few players I know you admired tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, it's much harder now to consistently score inside because teams defensively are so much quicker to double team you and get the ball out of your hands if you're a good low post scorer.
They read defensively well, and they rotate Clark so quickly. I'm always amazed at that.
Fast and hard.
Here's Sabonis after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to McConnell. 6 to shoot. From the line, and the jumper falls for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, you know, this is Indiana's second year now, guys, without Paul George. Obviously, that trade had a ripple effect, and in some ways, it's still being felt.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. McConnell's got 7.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
McConnell with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Warren. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Most of the season completed. A good picture developing as to the top rookies in the league. So let's take a look now at the race for Rookie of the Year. And you look at Clutch. Time and time again, he has shown himself to be an impact rookie this season. And as year 1 winds down for him, guys, he's number 3 on the list.
And he's put himself in prime position to make a run at that Rookie of the Year award as we approach the end of the season.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? He's done it by playing with what we call an old head. I mean, his maturity and intelligence belie his years. I mean, this young man has a really strong hoops mind.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Lakers leading by 5. Fast break, the Lakers. Oh, Kuzma's in position. An emphatic LU jam.
You can tell this guy believes in himself. Kyle Kuzma making an impact on this end.
McConnell passes to Oladipo. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Warren. Now McConnell. He's got 7, just 3 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And they will call over the back on the play.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I'll tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
And the Lakers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for T.J. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the pass to Cousins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Here's Warren. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Clutch the pass to LeBron. Now Caldwell Pope. Passes to Clutch. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to James. It's good. This game is all even. James has got 5 now.
James is really a clever player. I mean, he uses trickery as much as he does brute force, proving to be 1 step ahead of them there.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
The shot's good from Clutch.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For Indiana, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Left side, Warren. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Outside, Warren. Pass to McConnell. Now here's McDermott. James covering. Got a hand on it.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Oladipo misses. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Here's Clutch. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Clutch. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Clutch has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Caldwell Pope against Oladipo. From deep three-point range.
And, you know, you want to keep seeing this from Kuzma.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jay, a lot of scoring from you in the first half. What are you guys doing offensively that's allowed you to be so successful?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. What can you say? Clutch and impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Clutch in at the point. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the pass to Clutch. Takes the 13-footer.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And the Lakers with another miss. Here's Oladipo. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 3-point lead. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Passes it to Sabonis. Kicks it to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And it's Oladipo again missing.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of... And here's Holiday. He's got 11. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. And a change for the Pacers. Turner's checked in. Lakers leading by 11. Here's Clutch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Pacers making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Indiana needs to get a shot off. Just 2 to shoot. Lamb. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Here's Oladipo, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 5 assists tonight, and so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And so in the game for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Victor Oladipo is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Brogdon in at the 3, the small forward. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Lakers.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Here's Clutch. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Clutch. Here's McGee. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Here's McConnell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Clutch, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Sabonis. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Warren's checked in for Indiana. Sabonis trying to get open. And the shot by Warren, no good. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
It's Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the Lakers. Clutch the pass to Davis. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pacers trail by 16. McConnell kicks to Warren. Over LeBron. Warren, good.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Here's Clutch. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Clutch. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
An elite score, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Pacers call time here. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind for your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones. some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Warren finds McConnell. Back to Warren. Oladipo for three, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
The kick out to LeBron, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 14-point game. Rob. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Here's Sumner. Pass to Bitadze. Outside Holiday. No good with the layup. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Jay, your team has already clinched a playoff spot. So what are some things you're going to be working on as you get prepared for the postseason?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
You know, if you ask anyone in the league what their goal is.
Now, I don't want to interrupt the celebration, but there's a few things I want to say.
Speak on it, Coach.
First of all, each and every